Time to grab your brushes and paint with IDIC. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, it's time for another IDIC paint and chat. I am continuing to paint these. I have to be honest, I haven't done a great deal since the last time you saw them. What I have done is I did decide in the end to go around this edge here. Now you can't see it on camera, but off camera there's actually a groove going around this area. So I'm going to paint the inside of this up to the groove green and have the other section metal. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do in this video. Is I'm going to do the second coat of silver on these, and then I'll be ready to paint the green. Now it's going to involve a little bit of dry brushing, which I have to be honest, as I shake the paint up, it was a bit noisy, the dry brushing on the last video. However, it is what it is, as they say. Right, let's get some paint onto my wet palette. So, yeah, I did a video like this a couple of weeks ago, and seemed to go down reasonably well. Not a huge amount of views, but a reasonable amount of views. But I did get a reasonable amount of watch time as well. So it seems like whoever did watch it did enjoy it. So I thought I would make some more. So that's what I'm doing. Now the advantage of making these videos is it gives me a video to upload. Oh, here we go again, look. Games Workshop messy paint pots. So yeah, it gives me an opportunity to make a video, and also gives me plenty of motivation. Absolutely covered in paint. Oh no, it's all on my jeans and everywhere. Oh well. And it gives me motivation to get these painted, because obviously I haven't touched them, like I said, since the last video. And the reason for that is, of course, I've been painting the Noise Marines. And also, I've actually been painting some of my Nurgles. Sorry, no, I always say Nurgle. Death Guard. I've been painting my Death Guard. Right, so I'm going to go in now over the top of that Iron Breaker with, well, not Lead Voucher, whatever the new name is called. Yeah, it is Lead Voucher, isn't it? It used to be called Bolt Gun Metal. So this should be a bit quicker, this coat, because it's literally just going over the top of what I've already done. So yeah, I've been painting my Death Guard, enjoying that, a lot of fun. And of course Necron Girl has been painting her Primaris Marines. So I haven't done a huge amount, but yeah, she's been working on them. I was quite impressed, to be honest with you, because she was painting the backpacks. And I had a look at the models, and I thought to myself, yeah, she's going to struggle to get that paintbrush in behind those backpacks without getting it like everywhere. But I have to be honest, she did a fantastic job. It looked really good. And I tell you what, she knows her colours as well, because she said she wanted to paint the backpacks blue. So I've got some blue paint for her on her wet palette, and I used the, what's it called? Macrass blue, is it? Whatever it's called. The one in the Conquest. Because obviously I've got 5 pots of those paints, as I bought 5 Conquests, so I thought, oh yeah, great, you know, she'll use that. And I put it onto her wet palette, and she goes, no Daddy, it's too light, I want a darker blue, she said. I said, oh right, okay. She said, yeah, because the light blue won't match the purple very well. So I got her some Cantor blue on the palette. She goes, yeah, that's perfect. I'll use the lighter one to highlight it. So yeah, good on her. And she actually made the right decision, because once she painted the backpacks, they did actually look really good. You can see the metal colour coming out a lot more now. You probably can't see it on the camera. Once again, I haven't got my lights on full blast. I've increased the ISO to try and brighten things up for you. But I don't want my battery lights to run out too quickly, because it might be a longer video. Plus, you're probably not actually really watching me paint. You're probably doing your own work. So now I need to go over the side pieces just along here, so let's do that. So yeah, I painted the basically the clothes that are left on the Poxwalkers in the same colour as my actual Death Guard power armour, using the Vidian colour schemes. Took me several coats though, because I had to go over the black, so that was around 4 coats to build up the colour. I've noticed I've started on the 4-piece one this time. So last time I started on the 2-piece. That was unplanned, so, but there you go. What I have noticed on these, which I think is pretty cool, actually it was a subscriber's suggestion. I've taken it one step further, and he said, oh, what about if you, now what did he say? Oh yeah, basically use one of these 2 pieces with this strut and turn it into a 4-piece section to a 6-piece section. And I tried that, and yeah, it works really well. And then yeah, I took that one step further. Actually, I can put them all together and make an 8-piece section if I wanted to. Pretty big though, aren't they? Now I have to be honest, I've accidentally dropped this on the floor. I've no idea how I did it. I must have knocked it with my arm or something and it went tumbling onto the floor. But there is absolutely no damage whatsoever to this. It was this big 4-piece section. I thought, oh no, you know, expecting to pick it up, comes in bits or a big dent on it or something. But it was absolutely perfect, no damage whatsoever. So it just shows you the stability of these. If you don't know what these are, maybe it's your first time to this video or my channel, these are the Dark Ops power generators. Okay, so that is how the silver's going to finally look at the end. It's going to look pretty cool. All in here is going to be green glow. Okay, let's get in to this section. I've got again a little list of stuff to talk about. The list doesn't look as big as last time, which is worrying because I ran out of stuff to say last time. But there you go, I'm sure I can think of something. So, let's have a quick look at the list, what we got. Okay, so, first one is the Unification, my Facebook group. Probably noticed the Unification intro, which I'm now using, and outro is starting to appear on some of the Unification members' videos. So basically I've been concentrating a little bit more on trying to bring the Unification together, bring all the YouTube channels together a bit more that are in there. The Legion of Gamza has now dissipated, it's now no longer, so that has finished. And we're concentrating on the Wargamers Unification. So we've currently got, well over 800 members. It's about 820-ish in there. Some YouTubers, some just hobbyists, but all sharing our stuff in the page, or group, sorry, it's not a page, it's a group. The Legion of Gamza page is still there, but it will disappear at the end of the month. Wasn't really that interactive anyway because it was only a page and not a group, so it's more difficult for people to interact on there. So I've spoken to Gamza and he's fine with us basically finishing. Our main issue was that Gamza wasn't on Facebook anymore for various reasons. He sort of moved over to Discord, and you know, without Gamza on Facebook and with the Unification being so, let's say, well, thriving, let's say, growing in so many members, I think all the efforts has been put into that Facebook page, and basically the Legion of Gamza one sort of went a bit inactive. and it was just decided that probably it's just outgrown its course as such, so time to move on. So that's what we've done, and yeah, it's been really good so far. So yeah, that's why I've made these new intros, trying to help out some channels. You know, some channels aren't able to do their own intros, so I thought, well, if I can help them out, and also obviously spreads the unification logo around a bit, then bonus. So I need to do a couple of credits. Right, sorry about that, I had to stop because my phone went off. So yeah, just a big thank you to, first of all, Al, or Freak from Frost and Fists, who composed this piece of music for the end section of the outro. So a massive thank you to him. And then thank you to Nick from Old Average Bit Gaming, who helped with the wording of the outro as well. I think the intro I did all by myself. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah, we had some great input from those two guys, so thank you to you two. I am going to need some paint already. I think I'm going a lot quicker now. Oh no, I've just splodged it into the black, you idiot. What? Stupid parts, I know what you're saying, Nick. Need a different one. I have thought about transferring the paint to different pots, but I just can't be bothered. Come on, I need lots of paint. Right. Okay. Hopefully that'll be alright. Right. So, that is the Wargamers Unification Facebook group. Go and check us out if you haven't already on Facebook. Just search IDICBeer 40k Wargamers Unification, and yeah, just ask to become a member, and we will join you. Like I said, it's not just for YouTubers, it's for anyone really in the hobby, and we don't have that many rules. You can post what you like as long as it's wargaming related, and we prefer for civil conversations with no swearing, and also no political or religious agendas. Let's keep it basically wargaming. But apart from that, it's all good. Go on there, share your stuff, share your videos, share your work, your hobby stuff that you're doing. I'm getting a few people on there who are sort of getting inspired to do their own YouTube channel, which is good. So that's the Wargamers Unification. Right, what else have we got? So let's talk Eldar. So I'm sure you probably have seen my new epic Eldar video that I put up not that long ago. How awesome is that? That was the little surprise that I was talking about in the last video. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think it looks fantastic. Whilst making this video, that video hasn't gone live, so I don't know what all of your comments are, but I'll be looking forward to your advice and feedback on what to do with them. So, Eldar, yes. Yeah, I have to be honest, I haven't actually done much with the Eldar. I have looked at making a list, looked at the codex, but I haven't actually done a list. The main reason for that is I've just been really busy with, well, basically the tournament that's coming up. I put a lot of focus on that, Not long left before I have to actually submit the list that I'm going to take to the tournament, and of course I'm still playtesting. I am getting there. I've got a video either coming up or you might have already seen it, I'm not sure, about some changes I'm making to the list, which I think are for the better. I've got a game coming up with one of the new lists with Richard, and of course we'll be making a battle report. Seems like our last one went down very well. I think it was an awesome game. Very close as well. So yeah, the Eldar, I have struggled a little bit. I have started a list. I got a little bit disheartened, to be honest with you, when I saw the Sam Han special rules, because yeah, I wasn't that impressed with them. You know, I was all geared up, right, gonna make a Sam Han themed army list, and then, where am I? Here. Then I read the rules for Sam Han and thought, huh, that's a bit disappointing. It's not what I was expecting. So I still need to work on that. I will get to that. The Tyranids, obviously I've got my Tyranid list ready to go. I just haven't had a chance to play it. I mean, Richard is up for playing it. He's up to playing the Pylon list. I've got that Necron Pylon list that I really need to play as well. But of course at the moment we are tournament practicing whenever we do play, and my other buddy is still totally engrossed in getting his house renovations done. I think he said to me he's thinking it probably isn't going to be done now until the end of October, so quite some time, which means I'm probably not going to be playing him for quite some time. So that's what's happening there, really. Now obviously when I do the battle reports with Richard, we've been doing a lot of the dice rolls and talking about the game afterwards. That probably isn't going to happen when my buddy comes back. It's going to go back to the old format. But hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. Right, what else is there? Okay, I could talk about movies. Why not? Not wargaming, but yeah, I saw a great movie the other day. It's called Upgrade. I really enjoyed it. I watched it without knowing what it was about at all, just sort of put it on. And yeah, really good. I really enjoyed that. I think sometimes it's best to not know what the movie's about before you watch it. I do that with Black Mirror as well. When I first started watching Black Mirror, I used to sort of read what the episode was about first. But then I found the best way to watch them is to watch them blind as such. So you literally just turn it on and watch it. I need a drink, going dry. I have water today as opposed to coffee, and then, ooh, I didn't dry that off. And the reason for that is I didn't really have time. I've got about an hour and 10 minutes before I have to go and pick my daughter up from school. So I thought I would just crack on and do one of these paint and chat videos. Usually last about an hour, just under an hour. I haven't seen the Han Solo film yet. Seems like it's had some bad reviews. I mean, I don't know anything about the film, and I've been avoiding any review videos, but they do keep popping up in my sidebar on YouTube, and they all seem to be slating it. It's like, why is Han Solo so bad? And all this stuff, so but I will hold judgment off until I actually watch it, because you know, proof is in the pudding. There's been many films I've watched which have had bad reviews which I've really liked, and there's been some films which have had fantastic reviews and I thought, that wasn't that great. It's all personal preference, isn't it? Like anything in life. Okay, let's do this bit. The second coat of silver now is really making it a nice solid silver, but because I've dry brushed it rather than painted it like in a block, you've got that sort of mottled look as if you had actually washed it, so it gives that nice worn metal look. That's how I paint all of my silver and my Necrons. Don't use any washes, mainly because, well, it's my first army and I knew nothing of painting and I knew nothing of washes. I was just told to dry brush them and that's what I did. It works though, it works. Alright, now what I need to do, I won't do it now, I'll do it at the end, is I need to get the small brush. I've noticed last time I didn't get into these nooks and crannies with this big brush. And in here, so I'll get the small brush at the end, but for now let's move on to one of these others. Yeah, looking really good actually. Right, let's have a look at my list. I've only got one more topic left on the list, that's okay. So, Necrons. Yeah. Got a plan for a new series of videos based more around like basics, Necron basics, so for beginners. I'm going to try and think of some sort of key things when it comes to playing Necrons and make a video series around that, because yeah, okay, I've got a lot of people obviously very skilled with Necrons who follow my channel. It's always great to get their feedback and advice and comments. And I've also got quite a number of beginners as well. You know, it's their first army, they've just bought the Forgebane set, and you know, they're looking for more basic advice. So I'm going to try and compile something for them. I had a few requests for that type of work, so that is the plan. Got any ideas? Maybe you are one of those new Necron players watching. If there's anything you want to see a video about, a topic, then yeah, let me know in the comments box below. Now I do have another hobby project coming up for Necrons as well, which I'm quite excited about. It's all dependent on time though, isn't it? Like anything. Don't have a huge amount of time, but I've got something I would like to do. Of course I'm going to be making a video on it, but it's going to be a Necron build. Now which one have I done? Don't think I've done any, have I? What have I done? I can't even remember. Okay, I haven't got a clue, and as I can't see the difference, oh yes I can, this one here is done, isn't it? Ah yeah. There you go. Do you ever get that when you think, what have I done? Yeah, that's the one I've done. Yeah, that's right, I've done that one. Okay, I know where I am now. Right, back, we're back. Isn't the time going past so quickly? Cannot believe that we're coming up to October so quickly. Pretty amazing. I remember the days when I was young, 6 weeks summer holiday used to take forever. It was like years. Now 6 weeks is like nothing. It's like a couple of days. I think it's all about routine, isn't it? Especially when you work like from say 9 to 5:30. You get up in the morning, basically go to work and come home, have your tea, a couple of hours of whatever, and then it's bedtime. So it makes the day go quicker. I mean, when you're at school, you get home at like 3:30, don't you? So you tend to have longer days. But yeah, time just going past so quick. Oh, I don't think I've done the inside of that one. It's because I'm concentrating on talking more than actually painting. Like the painting's taking the second course as such, second, whatever you want to call it, second priority. Yeah. Really hard to paint and talk at the same time when you're trying to concentrate on certain things. That's why it's good to have an easy thing to paint, I think, when you're doing this type of video. So yeah, after the last one I was talking about like live shows and how I probably wouldn't do it. I got the comment from the Miniatures Paintbrush, who does like a little hangout show, and he invited me on there, so that'd be pretty cool. He is from America, I believe. Yeah, gotta be America. And I hope so, I haven't messed that up. You're from America, right? Yeah, gotta be. So yeah, that'd be cool, because the good thing about being in a little hangout group is, of course, there's a lot of people there, so if you do run out of stuff to say, there's always someone else that's got something to say, isn't there? I'm going to try and join that. I usually do the show at a set time, which it would be about 3 o'clock in the morning for me, so I think we're going to compromise and go a couple of hours early, which means it will be 1 o'clock in the morning. So I said I can do, like, say 1 till 2. Still give me a few hours of sleep before I have to get back up in the morning. Got a little problem here, that black's bleeding into the silver. Did I do this side? I haven't got a clue. Right. Let's have a look. Hey. Yeah, it looks the same. Alright, that's them done. Another one. I'm going to need some more paint. Preferably not next to that black. Look at that. It's so messy. Come on. Okay. So like I said, I've been doing the First Strike set, which is really cool. And it was actually Necron Girl that asked to do some of the painting, which is really good. It wasn't like I said, come on, let's do it, let's do it. She actually said, oh Daddy, I want to do it, we'll do some painting. That was really cool. She actually asked to do it. I've done that with her all the time though. So when my son was like 7, I tried to, I didn't force him into the hobby, but you know, I did encourage him, let's say, quite a bit. And he did it. I mean, he enjoyed it, but he stopped when he was about 13. He hasn't shown any interest in going back to it at all. But with my daughter, I decided to just let her, you know, do it. So I haven't encouraged her at all at the beginning. It's like, she obviously just sees me doing it, and one day she said, you know, I'd like to do something, Daddy. And that's how it started, really. I just waited for her to come to me. I don't know whether that means she'll stay longer. We'll find out, won't we? Hopefully. Yeah, it's such a big shame when my son stopped playing. I'm hoping one day he might come back to it, but I don't know. So wait and see. I have a lot of terrain when this is built. I have considered doing a different terrain set. I've always wanted a snowboard, and now we've got the gaming mats. That's more doable because I could just get a gaming mat. One thing that stopped me before was having a board, you know, with snow on, but I don't have to worry about that now. So potentially a snowboard could happen, but ultimately it's storage space. I mean, my Necron terrain takes up quite a lot of space as it is. I don't know that I'll have enough space for like a snowboard as well. It is something I've always wanted to do. I have this vision of a Dead Space Marine on the board with a trail of footprints covered in blood across the snow, and then he's like face down in the snow, a blood angel of course, and what else? That would be so cool. So yeah, snowboard. Do you like snowboards? Let me know in the comments box below. Do you like snowboards? And if you did do a snowboard, what sort of pieces of terrain would you have? Would you just have like snow hills and stuff like that? Or would you have like buildings and stuff with just the snow on the top? So would you have it like just like a landscape of snow? Or would you have settlements and bits and pieces on the board as well, just covered in snow? In my mind's eye, I was thinking more of a landscape as such, just with big hills and things. Okay, just these outside edges, and I've run out of paint again. I didn't put so much on that time because I knew I was coming to the end of this colour. Just a bit more. So they're covered in paint. Right. So far, I haven't painted anything more on the Noise Marines since the last video. Not because I haven't wanted to, or haven't been bothered, or burnt out, or whatever, but just because of life, basically. Just haven't really had the time, and what hobby time I have had, I've been doing the Noise Marines, sorry, not Noise Marines, Plague Marines. And it's obviously getting back into the new routine with the summer holidays finished, the school holidays are finished, so it's back to school. My eldest daughter, who looks after my youngest daughter, one day after school, her college timetable's all changed, so I've got to rearrange all of that. Childcare can be an issue sometimes. So I've just been really busy with that, and obviously keeping on top of the videos. I mean, even just 3 videos a week, I say just, it's still a reasonable amount, but yeah, keeping on top of those videos, not an easy job, but lots of fun. So I'm hoping to play Old Average Brick Gaming again. I think we mentioned November. I am going away, well, October is the tournament, which I think is the end of October, I think. And then November, going away for a few days for work. Basically like a big conference once a year that we have. Did I do this side? Ah, my fridge freezer's turned off at last. You hear how quiet it's gone. That humming noise is so annoying, but it's the fridge freezer because it's in this room. Because I haven't got room in the kitchen to put a big fridge freezer thing. It's like an upright double thing. It's only got room for a small fridge. It's a pain in the bum because when I'm trying to record, it makes that humming noise. Now I have tried turning it off when recording, and then yeah, sometimes I forgot to turn it back on. That is not good. I just hate that noise. It's annoying, but it's life. Okay, that is nearly all the silver done. Push that in. Right, there you go. So now it's not done because I just remembered I've got to get the small brush and go in and do some of the little areas. So let's just do that. Got my small brush ready. Yeah, so basically it's this area here. Don't need to do that one because I pushed it out. Right, in here. Probably really noisy, that scraping noise, sorry about that. I will continue to do these more, but this will be the last of the major dry brushing. So next will be just normal painting. So how long's this video gone on? Reasonable amount of time. Like I said, I haven't got anything left to talk about. Maybe if there's something you would like me to talk about in the next video, the next one of these, then yeah, why not make a suggestion below. What would you like me to talk about? That'd be cool. That one. It's not too bad actually, that one. I think where it's a second coat, the misses aren't so prominent. That first coat, after I looked at them in more detail after the video, I could see a few misses. That's that one. I've just about got enough paint. I was thinking if I'm going to paint these basically in these videos, then should I make a showcase video when they're all done? Because what's that on there? I don't know what that is. It's like a bit blobbly. What is that? Don't know what that is. There's something on there. It's a bit weird. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know whether or not to make a showcase video or not, because I think I will, because ultimately not everyone's going to be watching this, are they? So I think it'd be nice to have a showcase video of them all painted, even though you would have seen me paint them on here. yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just have them on my terrain. If I put them on my board, sorry, the rest of my terrain, well not all of it, but some of it, so you can see what it looks like up against the rest of the terrain. I think that would work. Right, just the last bits now. All I've got to do is go into these. It's going to be really awkward to paint the green, I think, on these. Well, have my fingers crossed I'll be able to do it okay, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be really awkward, especially getting into here. I mean, underneath there, how am I going to do that? I've got to do that. Oh god, it's going to be a nightmare. Okay, we'll do our best. Right, there you go. So that is the second layer of silver. The silver's all done. Next up, I'm going to paint the green, and I will come back with another paint with IDIC. Yeah, I can't even say my name. I will be back with another paint with IDIC when I paint the green. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Hit my icon at the end of the video so you can keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k. Beam me up!